Hello everybody, in this video I have a scrapbook process to share with you using the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Coastal collection. This layout is one that actually, I think it's one of the quickest layouts I have done in a very long time. I just sat down one evening and it came together in less than an hour. I don't know, this hasn't happened to me for a very long time and I really like the way it turned out. It's a lot simpler than a lot of my other layouts. I usually add loads of mixed media and loads of stickers and loads of die cut pieces and blah blah blah, loads of stenciling and stuff. But yeah, this is a lot simpler, as I said. So I got my picture out. It's a picture of one of my nephews looking out to sea. The picture itself is probably maybe 2 or 3 years old. I'm just guessing by the size of my nephew in the picture. Anyway, I got it out and I held it up against different papers to decide which one to use. I really keep wanting to use that one that's got the seagulls on it, but it wasn't right for that. So I chose this one, which I think is called See You Soon, as in SEAU soon. I think the background colour is a nice, it's both matches and sort of contrasts the colour of the sea on the picture and the sky as well. I wanted to bring in some of the 2x2 cards, so I chose 5 of those and cut them out, and I just thought I would just have them up the side of the layout and then just have the photo opposite all those 2x2 things. I wanted to add just a little bit of interest and stuff behind the photo because obviously the paper itself hasn't got a lot going on. So I just grabbed this nautical stencil from my stash and stenciling on some Distress Oxide ink in Stormy Sky, and I kind of did it in a way rather than just having the full square of the stencil. I did sort of a line at the time and have one, alternating high and low and sort of all over. Just, yeah, a little bit more interesting than just doing the whole stencil as a square. And it kind of, because you've got the rope in the stencil, it's a little bit like bits of rope dangling down, or I don't know, something like that. The stenciling isn't perfect, but I don't really think it matters. Like, you can see a couple of areas where I've gone slightly over the stencil and there's a funny line or something, but yeah, as I said, I don't think it matters. I wanted to include some of the washi tape from the collection, and so I've just done kind of like in the same way I've done the stenciling with like short bits and long bits with the washi, where you sort of have the longest bit in the middle and the shortest bits at the side. And that's just to have a little bit of a backing to put those 2x2 cards. I just wanted to make them just seem a little bit more interesting, I don't know, just by, yeah, putting something behind them. I'm going around the edges of those with that same colour oxide that I did the stenciling with, and then to stick them down I am firstly using my T-square to make sure they are nice and straight, and then I'm only putting just one glue dot in the centre of each of those because I'm going to go later and do some stitching around them. I wanted to include some of the photo frames that come with this collection because I am so very obsessed with them. The thing is, a lot of the frames are created for standard size photos and I never ever print standard size photos. And then there was this one which was like sort of the standard 4x6 size but divided into 2. So I thought, and that was actually pretty much the perfect size, one of those, for my photo. So I got a craft knife out and just used that to create 2 frames or 1 frame into 2 or whatever. I chose the bit that just has a little bit of like decking and some seaweed or something. It kind of works because my nephew there is sat on a pier. Well, technically it's not a pier, it's a harbour arm, but it's the same sort of thing. And then I wanted to add a couple of layers of backing. I actually got inspired by one of the 3x4 or 4x4 cards. I don't know, I was looking at the cut parts from this collection and got inspired by one of them, which had a couple of layers of wood grain card and then like washi holding it together, like just a drawing of that, not physically layers and stuff, and I thought it looked kind of cool, so I thought I would recreate it. So the first wood grain I'm using is from the collection, the second wood grain is from my stash. I'm going around the edges of all these bits with Distress Oxide in weathered wood because I mean that works pretty perfectly for wood grain that you want to look weathered and like it's by the sea or something. So yeah, distressed and taut. Where I could use my tearing ruler to tear the edges, I did. Sometimes if your edge isn't, if you haven't got enough to grip onto, you just can't use the tearing ruler, so I just cut it instead and distress it with my distress tool. And then here, using the same washi I'd already used on the layout, just to sort of put it down to kind of look like they were washi taped together. I don't know, I probably should have shown you the card that inspired me, but too late now. So yes, I'm just sticking that down with, is that the card there? Oh no, that's a different card. I've just stuck that down with a bit of double-sided tape in the center, because again, I'm going to go back and do some stitching on that, and you don't want to stitch through anything sticky because it'll gum up your knife, not your knife, your needle, and that would be bad. So for my title, I saw this 4x4 card that said Coastal Dreams and had like the ship's rope ring around it and a ship and stuff, and I thought it was cute, and I just fussy cut that for a title. Before adding my stitching, I wanted to add just a few little embellishments and bits and pieces to put, like if I wanted to put them slightly underneath my photo backing there. So like I found that frame on the sticker sheet, I've cut that in half and stuck that in two different areas. I found this little phrase that says, like, I think it says wander, and then the dictionary definition of that, this cute little oar that says, oh, I can't see, to the beach, or what does it say that's annoying? Destination. Yeah, something like that. It just looks cute layered up like that. Then like a little ticket that says admit one, because again with the whole pier theme, I thought that would work. And again, I'm going around the edges with everything with that weathered wood, so it's all matchy-matchy. Just showing you here the very rough stitching I did with my sewing machine, and now I'm going to start sort of building up my photo and title and all that sort of stuff. I wanted to I just did a little pencil mark there for where to put the title, because I kept having to check where my frame and photo were going to go and how embellishments and things were going to work around that. So that's why I did that little pencil mark, so I'd put that title in the exact right place, and then I kept doing that with other embellishments as well. I saw a cute little phrase in the sticker book as well, which I thought I would add just up there. Then also from the sticker book, a little tab that says wander or something, maybe some little circles, some other little bits and pieces. There is a bird singing really, really loudly just outside my window. I wonder if you can hear that. I'll have to go back and listen, and then if it's not there, I just sound like a crazy person. Other little phrases and stuff, going between the sticker book and the cardstock stickers and the ephemera pack, added more phrases, these cute little shells I thought I would add as well. I think these are the last embellishments I put down before I finally get my frame down, but I do love the way everything is all layered up there. I think it looks really, really pretty. Okay, finally, I think I'm going to put that photo down. The frame is, I'm marking again there with a pencil where exactly to stick my photo. I think the frame is ever so slightly bigger than the photo by, I'm talking millimeters here, so that's why I left a little bit of a white border around the photo, just in case. It would be better to see a little bit of white border around a photo than see a gap between the photo and the frame and you'd see the backing paper. I think that would look awkward and clumsy and stuff, so that's why I decided to do that, using some slow dry tacky glue to put the chipboard photo frame on, just because I think it's more reliable for that sort of embellishment. I think the final little thing, or one of the final things I'm going to put down from the collection, are these cute little hearts, just a little cluster of those. Again, went around the edges with the weathered wood, so everything would be all matching up. And yeah, just add a little cluster of those from the ephemera pack. And then I think I just wanted to balance something out, because I'd put that bottom right, I needed just something top left, so just added a shell. Why not? And next I'm going to do something which I haven't done in ages, which is use actual enamel dots rather than Nuvo drops. I think because I'm so obsessed with my Nuvo drops and I have one or two bottles and different colours to choose from, I do forget about enamel dots and other adhesive pearls and gems and stuff like that. And I knew I had some perfect blue kind of sea coloured ones. I think they were like a denim collection from Paper Mania. I don't know, I've had them for a very, very long time. So yes, just added a few of those. I'm adding some splatters here with Distress Oxide in Victorian Velvet. There are sort of splatter effects already on that paper, and the Victorian Velvet, I knew when it oxidized, it would make a similar effect, but it wasn't quite bright enough, so I just went with Old Faithful white splatters. I made sure like I had an equal amount of chunky splatters and little splatters in different places. So I've got like chunky splatters at one corner and another corner. Also added some splatters around those 2x2 cards just to help those stand out a little bit, because they were getting maybe just a little bit lost. So once you've looked at the photo and the stuff around there, you're attention with the splatters kind of gets then drawn to all those cute little 2x2 cards. Anyway, there we go. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. I always get my Simple Stories products from the Organised Hedgehog. I am on her PR team, so I do have to mark this video as an ad, but I do have a discount code that you can use in her store, which will be in the description box. I think that's about it. I've said all that I need to. Yes, other links to other products as well, as always, in the description box. And yeah, please chat to me down in the comments. Please leave me a thumbs up, and I'm going. Thanks again. Bye bye.